Hello Freedom Studios Youth Theatre, it's me again, and in this video I will explain what the main shot types are, look at examples, think about how they can be used, and look at how they work with each other. Some filmmakers will tell you there are hundreds of different types of shot type. They're not wrong, but I'm not going to go into all of them. Let's just stick to three main groups. Oh, and for this particular video, I will be mainly using the work of British directors Andrea Arnold, Danny Boyle, and Christopher Nolan. Whilst I've been speaking, you've been watching a bit of Dunkirk by Christopher Nolan. How did it make you feel? Like everything was a little bit too big, overwhelming? That's because in this section he uses extremely wide shots and wide shots. What's great about these sorts of shots is that they can position your character in the world in which they find themselves. You'll often find that scenes in new places start with this sort of shot to establish where the action is taking place. Sometimes they're even called establishing shots. You can use these shots to show the isolation of a character in their environment or the world around them. There's another sort of wide shot, like this, which is sometimes called a full shot. Any ideas why? What can you see fully in this shot? Next, a medium long shot. Director Danny Boyle uses these shots quite a bit in his films to show community and togetherness. It is a shot that is from the knees up and can also pick a main character out from the other characters in the scene. You could use this shot as a utility shot, a good one to show the action of the scene in an objective manner. Slightly tighter than this shot is the medium shot, which is from the waist up and does the same sort of job as a medium long shot, but edges slightly toward what is happening for the character away from the world in which they find themselves. A lot of dialogue scenes can be shot in this way. The distinguishing feature from tighter shots is that the world beyond them is still visible.
An interesting moment.
What does his use of the medium shot in this scene tell us about Ed Sheeran's character in the film Yesterday?
Definitely better than me, Jack. Yeah, wow, that was one of the best songs I've heard in my life.
I mean, these things are complicated.
Yeah, obviously not complicated for you though, right? I think I'm going to go to bed.
Many of Andrea Arnold's films focus on lead characters or protagonists who are about to experience an important moment of change. The medium close-up begins to distance the character from the world around them. This takes us then to close-ups. Close-ups, done well, are beautiful. They tell us about what is happening in a character's mind or the things that we really should be focusing on because they're the important things in the scene. A slightly raised eyebrow at this sort of closeness can tell us a lot about what's happening in the mind of a character. And if you want to get even closer, there's the extreme close-up, which is more often than not focused on the eyes, but can be any really important detail which tells us more about the story. What do we think that this version of Wuthering Heights is going to feel like?
How could you not think of me all this time?
Give me hope in silence.
Never forget that film is a very visual medium. Think about this glorious scene from Up. There are no words, but it has all of the emotion. You can watch the rest of this scene at your leisure. I don't want to start crying. How you choose to frame your character will have a huge impact. Here is the same scene from the film Home Alone, but framed slightly differently.
Which I never did before, but sort of enjoyed. I wash my hair with the Don't Formula shampoo and use cream lace for that Just Wash shine. I can't seem to find my toothbrush, so I'll pick one up when I go out today. Other than that, I'm in good shape.
What's the difference in the two framings of this same moment? What do the shots say or reveal? Why? And it's those questions, what does the shot say or reveal, and why, that will help you to make decisions. What are you trying to say? Does doing it one way say that, or does doing it another way say that better? And as with everything, play with the rules. Tell the story in the way that the story needs to be told. Till next time, good luck.